Good morning. Good morning. Turn this fan off. Come on and start in child's pose. I apologize for starting a couple minutes late. Just getting organized, getting here late. I'm going to mute everybody. Notice your mat here. Take up space on your mat. Reach your hands forward. Press your hips back, soften down into your mat. So there's a 40 days to your personal revolution started this week. And there's 1,700 people doing it with Baron Baptiste. So some of you may be on it. I'm on it. But the week theme is presence. So just be present to your mat, be present to your body. Notice where you're tight. Notice where maybe you're soft, where there's room, where there's not room. Draw a breath in, let a breath out. And then do that again, fill up, this time present to your breath. Start to create Ujjayi breath. So Ujjayi breath is you're breathing into your chest and your back and your ribs, not really your belly. Pull your belly in and up. Let the top of your body expand and contract as you breathe. Take a breath. Exhale, down dog, curl your toes, lift your hips. Press your body into the shape of an upside down V. And ground your feet, the four corners of both feet. Press your heels down, press your toes down. And your hands, feel them on your mat, spread your fingers. Draw into your core. The pit of your belly, pull it up towards your spine. Ujjayi breath. Present your gaze between your feet. 2 breaths. And step your feet to your hands. Ragdoll. Grab your elbows, press your head down. And take what you need right now. Just present to what you need. Sway, find stillness, definite breath. Release your hands. Put your right hand down towards your mat. Lift your left hand up. You can bend your knee. Yeah, pull your shoulder blades into your spine. Press them into your body. Reach and look up. Notice what's there. Come back to center and switch sides. I like it. Greg and Lindsay are together. They're facing each other now. So wherever you land is perfect. Just know that where you are is where you should be. Breathe in, breathe out. Draw in, express out. Spark your fingers, open your eyes, look up. Bring your hands down. Walk your toes to touch. Tadasana, stand up. Reach up, look up. At the same time, ground down from your core down, press into your mat. And from your core up, lift up. Pull the sides of your body up, go back, press forward, reach back. Exhale your hands to your heart. Bring your gaze to your fingers, 1 Om. Tadasana, reach up. Bow forward. Halfway lift. High plank. Walk your feet back. Plant your hands down. And then just stack everything over one another. Shoulders over wrists. Heels over toes. Squeeze your outer shins in. Take a deep breath in. Low plank. Bend your elbows. Hover here. Drop your knees down if you need to. Squeeze in skin to muscle to bone. Take a deep breath. Upward facing dog. Press your chest through your arms. Pull your shoulder blades straight back and lift up everything but your toes in your hand. Pull it off the ground. Take a deep breath. Downward facing dog. Press back. Take 5 breaths. 5 breaths just to become present again. Notice how that first sun A feel. We'll take 4. This is all about waking up. Wake up to what's here. Wake up to maybe you notice things that aren't here today that maybe were here last time you practiced yoga. One thing I miss is all of y'all being here. Fill your lungs. Exhale a big sigh. Ha. Step, hop, or float to the front of your mat. Rise up halfway. Fold forward. Tadasana, reach high. Bow down. Halfway lift. High plank. Low plank. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Take a breath. Exhale to the front of your mat. Rise up halfway. Fold forward. Rise up Tadasana. Fill your lungs. Exhale to bow. Halfway lift. High plank. Low plank. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Take a breath. Exhale to the front of your mat. Rise up halfway. Fold forward. Come up Tadasana. Bow down. Halfway lift. High plank. Low plank. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Step, hop, or float to the front of your mat. Rise up halfway. Fold forward. Rise up Tadasana. Take a bow. Halfway lift. Chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. 5 breaths here. What's new? What's new? What's old? What are you holding on to? What can you let go of? One of the laws this week is seek the truth. And it's like the Bible says, the truth will set you free. So just notice, where are you holding? Where can you release? What do you want? What's blocking your way? Let your breath keep you in your body, out of your head. Step, hop, or float to the front of your mat. Rise up halfway, fold forward, come up Utkatasana, bend your knees, press your hips down, reach your hands high. And what's here? Squeeze your legs into one. Press your hips towards your mat. Reach high, look up, take a breath in, bow down. Halfway lift, chaturanga, low plank, upward facing dog, downward facing dog. Warrior 1, step your right foot forward. And step it forward, push your knee right over your ankle. Ground the knife edge of your back foot down. Reach up, lift up, look up, take a breath. Chaturanga. Upward facing dog, downward facing dog. Warrior 1, left side, step forward, round down, reach up, hug in, skin to muscles to bones, take a breath. Chaturanga. Upward facing dog, downward facing dog. Step, hop, or float to the front of your mat. Rise up halfway, bow forward, come up Utkatasana. 1 breath, find something new, and then bow. Half lift, chaturanga. Upward facing dog, downward facing dog. Warrior one, right side. Chaturanga. Upward facing dog, downward facing dog. Warrior one, left side. Chaturanga. Upward facing dog, downward facing dog. Step, hop, or float to the front of your mat. Rise up halfway, bow forward, Utkatasana, one breath, bow forward. Halfway lift, Chaturanga. Upward facing dog, downward facing dog. Warrior one, right foot. Chaturanga. Up dog, down dog. Warrior one, left foot. Good, Chaturanga. Upward facing dog, downward facing dog. Step, hop, or float, front of your mat. Rise up halfway, bow forward, rise up Utkatasana, and then stay for a couple breaths. Find your pose, press your feet down, pull your belly in and up, look up, open your eyes wide, take a breath, bow forward. Rise up halfway, Chaturanga. Up dog, downward facing dog. Warrior one, on the right, step forward, root your feet down, reach your hands up, take a breath in, Chaturanga. Upward facing dog, downward facing dog. Warrior one, left foot. Create the pose, breathe into it. Exhale to your mat, Chaturanga. Upward facing dog, downward facing dog. Gaze between your feet, take a couple breaths. I don't know why I just thought of this. Sometimes the truth that sets you free is when you get to fold out of Utkatasana. So if that's your truth, that's your truth. That's my truth. I don't really like it, but I know it's good for me and I do it. So acknowledge yourself for working, breathing, taking the pose, releasing the pose. Choose what you want. Three-legged dog. Walk your feet together. Lift your right foot up. Bend your knees, stack your hips. Press over. Pull your toes towards your knees. Pull your shoulders square to your mat. Take a deep breath. Squeeze your shoulders into your spine. And then flip your dog if that's what you choose. Right here, right now, you choose. You get to choose. You get to create. Ground your feet. Lift up. Three-legged dogs. Ground your heel down. Lift your knee up. Everybody take a deep breath together. Come to high plank. Into side plank. Right side. Stack your heels to the right. Press your right hand down. Lift your left hand up. Good. Lift your gaze up. Lift your leg up. Lift your leg up and then squeeze into your core. Pull your belly in. Pull your shoulders in. Take another breath. High plank. Low plank. Up dog. Downward facing dog. Deep breath in. Big sigh out. Feet together. Three-legged dog. Left side. Lift up. Lift up, create the pose from here. Ground your standing foot, press your hands down, bend your knees, stack your hips, pull your toes towards your knees, stay right here, flip your dog, yogi's choice. Yep, if you flip, point your toes to 12. Everybody, ground down so you can lift up. Draw in to create your fullest expression out. Just take 3 breaths right here, right now. Wherever you are, know it's where you should be. Set yourself free. Breathe in, breathe out, fill up, express out. Take one more breath. Take high plank. Flow to side plank left. Plant your left hand. Lift your right hand. Stack your heels to the right. Lift up, look up, draw in, express out. 3 breaths. 3 breaths to grow. 3 breaths to let go. This is all about waking up, waking up. See what happens when you wake up. It's a chance to grow. Breathe in, breathe out, high plank, low plank, upward facing dog, downward facing dog. 1 big breath, open mouth sigh, ha, crescent lunge. Step your right foot forward. Lift your heels over your toes in the back, reach your hands up. And then just notice your foundation. Press your front foot down, lift your heels over your toes in the back, and then lift your thigh up. Create a strong foundation. Draw your shoulder blades straight back. Open your chest, bring your hands to your heart. Twist to the right. Hook your elbow to your thigh, or take an open twist. Good, gaze is at your left shoulder, wherever it is in space. And everybody pull in, shins in. Express out, open your arms if they're not already open. Yeah, squeeze in, express out, take 1 breath. Warrior 2, spin your back foot down. Reach your right hand forward, pull your left hand back. Everybody lift the front of your pelvis up, press your tailbone down. And then come to extended side angle. Reach forward, put your hand on your mat or your block in the front, or place your elbow on your thigh. And then reach your left hand up, look up, take a breath. Choices here, options here. Full bind, half bind. Stay where you are. Maybe reach your top hand forward. Yeah, even if you have your elbow on your thigh, you could point your hand forward and breathe. Ujjayi breath, in and out. Remember, expanding your chest, expanding your ribs, expanding your back. Warrior 2. Reverse warrior, flip your palm, commit to your lunge, reach back, look back to your hand as it reaches. Chaturanga. Upward facing dog, downward facing dog. Crescent lunge, left foot, step forward. Okay, ground the 4 corners of both of your feet. Find the stability you need so you can reach up. Reach up, lift up, look up, and then come back to center. Pull your hands into your heart, press them together. Take your twist, left side twist, knee over ankle. Gaze is up, gaze is up. Take a breath. Express out, open your arms. Reach and breathe. Exhale and twist. Do that again. Take another breath. Twist your body open. Warrior 2. Left hand's forward, right hand's back. Squeeze your shoulders into your spine. Take a breath. Extended side angle. Come forward and down. Lift your gaze up. 5 breaths right here. Waking up. Wake up to the possibility of where could you go from here. And you get to choose that. So it's where you are, reaching forward, taking a bind, bird of paradise. 3 more breaths. 2 more breaths. 1 more breath. Warrior 2. Reverse your warrior. Press forward, reach back, take a breath. Chaturanga. Upward facing dog, downward facing dog. Step, hop, or float, front of your mat. Rise up halfway, fold forward, Utkatasana. Utkatasana prayer twist. Hands to your heart. Twist to the right. Align your knees by squaring your hips. Lift your gaze over your left shoulder. Open your arms up. Reach them apart. At the same time, draw in. Pull your belly towards your spine so you can twist through your thoracic spine. Take a breath. Twist. Utkatasana. Prayer twist. Left side. Come down. Twist over. Look up. draw in, express out. 3 breaths. 3 breaths to twist, 3 breaths to grow. Take what you need. Ragdoll, bring your feet apart, grab your elbows, or make fists, pound out your thighs. You know what you need. And if it's a little self-love, give it to you. You give it to you. I think Chris's dog is giving her some love. That's sweet. All right, fingers to toes, forward fold. Grab your big toes with your peace fingers. Let your wrists face in, let your elbows splay out. Soften all your joints. Soften your knees, soften your neck. Soften your jaw, soften your tongue. Check in, be present to what is. Present to what isn't, and just be okay with what is and what isn't. Rise up halfway, flatten your back out. Bow forward. Do that again, rise up, bow down. Create gorilla, put your hands under your feet. Walk your toes to your wrists. And then notice, if something changed, do you need to soften? Do you need to bring rigor? Come back into your breath, come back into your body, take a breath in, rise up halfway, bow forward, rise halfway, bow down. Remove your feet from your hands from your feet. Halfway lift, chaturanga. Upward facing dog, downward facing dog. All right, Saturday morning, Yogi's Choice. We'll take options of yogi squats, crow, tripod headstand, handstand prep. Wherever you are, walk yourself up halfway up your mat, stack your shoulders over your wrists, and then come into the pose. You choose, you move, you grow. Ujjayi breath, keep it present. Your gaze. If you're in yogi squat, lock your gaze. And if you're in yogi squat, stay in yogi squat. If you are in handstand prep, just come down to child's pose for a couple breaths. If you choose child's pose in yogi squat too, you could do that. Lindsay, you could take a child's pose too, unless you want to stay in your headstand. That's good. Couple breaths. And then from child's pose, make your way to down dog. We'll do it again. Everyone who's still, stay still. Everyone who's in handstand prep, start hopping on the other leg. Maybe you change now to child's pose. If you need that, you take that. My invitation is just choose breath. Choose breath and presence to the possibility of what could happen here. All this time that's being not working, it's like I have lots of time just to be present, and I find myself distracted most of the time. Television, Facebook, Instagram. All right, chaturanga. Kick back, upward facing dog, downward facing dog. Take a deep breath. Let out a big sigh, ha. Step, hop, or float to the front of your mat. Rise up halfway, bow forward, come up to Tadasana, and then make eagle. Wrap your right leg over your left, wrap your right arm under your left. Squeeze from the skin to the muscles, from the muscles to the bones. And then soften, just soften here. See where in your bind you can create some space. Locking your gaze, using your breath. Tadasana. Eagle left, left leg over, left arm under. Find your bind, find your space. Breathe in it, live in it. Eagle right. Eagle's nest. Draw your elbows towards your knees. So good. Draw your belly towards your spine. Now unfurl your leg, press back like an airplane. Keep your bind. Keep your bind for one breath. Squeeze the muscles in your legs to the bones, soften your knee. Then unfurl your arms, reach back. Really airplane, full airplane right here, right now. 2 breaths. Ground your foot, lift your heel, lift your chest, take a breath. Half moon, bring your hands to your heart. Reach down, reach up, look up. Knit your ribs together, expand your back. Draw your thoracic spine and move your arm bones back, fill your lungs up. Ragdoll. Release your ragdoll, walk your feet together. Tadasana. Eagle left. Yeah, your breath. Keep it here. Your gaze, lock it. Eagle's nest. Unfurl your leg, press it back, airplane leg, eagle arms. Lift your heel up, turn your toes down. Reach your arms back, airplane. So good, everybody. Draw your thoracic spine in, move your arm bones back, lift your body up. Come into half moon, bring your hands to your heart. Draw your arms apart, lift your gaze up. Pull your toes towards your knee. Open your eyes wide, take a breath. Ragdoll. Release your bind, whatever bind you have. Walk your toes to touch. Tadasana, stand up. Tree, draw your hands to your heart. Put your right foot on your left leg. So press your foot and your leg and your foot, and then everybody lift your toes up, both feet. Toes lift up, spread them out. Put them back down. Let your tree express itself, however that looks right now. It's roots pressing down, head lifting up, arms reaching out, arms reaching up. Maybe you find a back bend, maybe you bounce forward. Just explore. You come out, you come back. One of the things that Barron said we had a virtual call like this for it, and he said, if you never quit, you can never fail. And that's kind of been my mantra all week. It's like, okay, I'm not going to quit. I practiced yoga yesterday, and I just found myself being really present to being pissed and angry, wobbly, to the point where I was going to turn off my computer and just go back to bed. And then I thought, no, if I don't quit, I can't fail. So I just kept on. And I just was present to, okay, right now I'm not happy. I'm angry. But yoga took me out of that. So breathe into this. Exhale a big sigh. Bring your hands back to your heart if they're not already. Gaze at your fingers. Switch your feet. Left foot's pressing into right leg's pressing into left foot. Ground the four corners of both of your feet. Invitation to lift your toes again, spread them out, notice what you feel, and be okay with that. Grow from here. Ujjayi breath here. Gaze here, possibility here. Tadasana. Feet down, hands up. Take a back bend, press forward, reach back, take a breath. Exhale to bow. Halfway lift, chaturanga. Upward facing dog, downward facing dog. Warrior one, step your right foot forward. Open your warrior, warrior two. Triangle, straighten your front leg, reach to the outside of your front foot. Yep, hands on a block, hands on whatever prop you have at home. Lift your gaze up. Push your inner ankles back. Press your outer ankles down. Take a breath. Press your bottom shoulder forward, move your top shoulder back. Just start to open through the top of your body. Let your gaze follow your hands. Come up, warrior two. Straighten your legs. Side facing, wide-legged forward fold. Point your feet to the left. Reach your hands up. Let's bow, just bow halfway today. Bow halfway down. And then present your back, flatten it out. Push your head forward, your hips back. And come down, put your hands down, let your head press down. Soften your knees. Tripod headstand is available. Take it if you want it. If you have a straddle, rise halfway, pull your belly in and up. Good, bow forward. Halfway lift. Bow forward. Everyone that's upside down, maybe you come into pike, just bend at your hips. That's an option. Option to stay. Straddles, half lift. Exhale, bow. One more, rise up. Bow down, everyone feet on the ground, hands on your hips, slowly rise up. Pyramid, point your feet forward, walk your back foot in halfway, interlace your hands behind your back. Take that bind, bow over your front leg. All the way, ground your feet into your mat, the four corners, press down. Your shins squeeze in, from your shins lift up, rise up halfway. Good, Uddiyana Bandha, pull your belly in and up, bow forward. Rise halfway, lengthen out. Exhale, soften down. Rise halfway, release your bind. Chaturanga, upward facing dog, downward facing dog. Warrior one, left foot, step forward, right back into it. Warrior one, warrior two, triangle, straighten your front leg, reach forward and down, ground down, lift up, look up, stack your hips, stack your shoulders. Notice your thoracic spine, draw it in. Notice your arm bones, press them back. Presence, to your pose, presence to your body, presence to your breath. Deep breath in and out. Twist your body open as you breathe and move. One more breath. Warrior two. Side facing wide-legged forward fold. Straighten your leg, point your feet to the right. Bow forward. Grab your big toes, peace fingers on your toes. Soften your knees, soften your neck. Rise halfway. Flatten out. Bow forward. Good. Now notice your balance here. So for me, this is a little hard, but I'm going to invite everyone, stack your hips right over your heels. Like play with your balance. You have to play with your feet moving around on your mat. For me, finding the muscles that hold me upright. Now take a half lift. Change your center of gravity. Bow forward. Halfway lift. Bow forward. Release your bind. Place your hands on your hips and slowly rise up. Set up for pyramid. Point your feet forward. Walk your back foot in halfway. Create your bind. Move your knuckles one off. So whatever feels so like you normally do, just move your hands one off and bow forward. Presence to something new, maybe. Presence to, oh, I do this every time. I don't know. Sometimes I do the same thing all the time and then I wonder why nothing changes. It's just because I haven't changed. So I'm the one that has to change. I invite you to change. Breathe, half lift, get long, press your head forward, square your hips back. Exhale, bow down, reach for something new, maybe nose to shin or forehead to chin. Rise halfway, bow down. Take one more half lift, release your bind, chaturanga. Upward facing dog, downward facing dog. Take a breath, let it all go. Come into high plank. Lift your right foot up, squeeze your belly in, draw your right knee to your right elbow. And when you get there, you squeeze and breathe. Press back. Draw your right knee to your nose. Yep, squeeze in tight. Press back, flex your toes, press your heel back. Draw your knee to your elbow, right knee, left elbow. Yep, you got it, Chris. I see you crossing over. Thank you for the cue. All right, breathe. Breathe in here. Press back. Down dog. Put your foot down, press back, take a breath in. Come into high plank. Switch sides, left foot, lift it up. Pull your toes towards your knee, draw your knee towards your left elbow. Pull in, press back. Super strong yogis. Pull your belly in, use your core here. Pull your knee to your nose. Pause for a breath. Presence to what you have. It's your strength. It's keeping you here. Press back. Draw your knee to your right elbow. Squeeze in from your skin to your muscles to your bones. Press back. Put your foot down. Move into down dog. Let go. Take a breath in. Let a breath out. High plank. Melt to your mat. Lay on your belly. Turn your head to one side. Turn your head to the opposite side. Bring your head to the center. Locust. Lift your chest. Raise your feet up. Pull your feet hip width distance apart, then flex your toes. And that's squeezing in of your legs and your shoulders, lifting up. Pull your belly up. Notice when you pull your belly up, how much higher you go. Pull in, express out. Lay down, rock your hips. Locust, lift up. Good, press your head forward, your feet back, pull your belly towards your spine, lift your body. Lower down, rock your hips. Bend your legs, grab your shins, both. Grab your shins, grab your feet. Flex your toes, press your shins back. Back so far it lifts your chest up. Pull your belly in and up, lift your thighs up. Pull your ribs off your mat. Draw in right here, a big breath. Create the fullest expression out. And then stay for another breath. Lower down, rock your legs. Side to side. Let it go. Because we're not done. Flip on your back. Set up for a bridge. Flip on your back, bend your knees, pull them towards your body. Ground your feet down, lift your hips up. Walk your shoulders under you. Create a shelf, interlace your hands, lift up. Lift up, take 5 breaths right here. 5 breaths, just get present to this bridge. What's new? What's old? What serves you? Keep it. What doesn't serve you, let it go. Use your breath. Breathe in what you need. Exhale what you don't. Fill up. Come down. Rock your legs side to side. All right. Bridge or wheel. So a couple things. I don't know why I just kind of created this the other day. It's not I created it. It dawned on me. So what if you had 1 wheel, 6 breaths? Or you had 6 wheels? What if you had 1 wheel, 2 breaths for 3 times? What if you had, I don't know, 3 wheels, 3 bridges? Go now. Suzanne's up. Join her. Lift up. Bridge or wheel. Use your breath. Draw it in and out. Ground the 4 corners of your feet. Lift your body. Come down if you're coming down. Rock your knees. Come back up. Lift up. Bridge or wheel. Mackenzie's never stopped. Keep up. Keep up. Lift up. Suzanne's up. Chris is up. Greg and Lindsay are up. Aaron, I can't see you, but I love your beach. Come down. Rock and roll. Back and forth. Aaron, I've been on that beach before. I wish I was there now. All right, lift up, lift up. Bridge or wheel. Bridge or wheel. Find your pose. Create this pose. Create some space. Space for yourself. Lower down. Rock your knees. I think we got 3 more. Lift up. 1 breath lifts you. 1 breath holds you. 1 breath lowers you down. And then go back into it, right in the flow. All right, Greg and Lindsay are up. They're not coming down. Breathe in, breathe out. Betsy and Jordan, I can't see you, but I know you're breathing and moving. I love all of y'all. Breathe in, breathe out, come down. Rock. Lift up, bridge or wheel. Bridge or wheel. Don't give up. Remember, if you don't quit, you can't fail. You can't fail at yoga. It's just yoga. Come up, come down. Supta Baddha Konasana. Press your feet together. Pull your toes apart. Place a hand on your heart, a hand on your belly. Cindy and I were in yoga teacher training together. 200 hour, 300 hour. And I remember she and I used to practice all the time teaching yoga. And I would get just so into it, like where it would just drive me crazy. And one day she and I were practicing and she said to me, you know, it's just yoga. It's like, yeah, that gives you the permission to take what you need and let go of what you don't. It's just yoga. It's just breath. Thank you, Cindy. Happy baby, raise your feet up. Grab your feet, pull them down as you press them high. And then lower your sacrum to your mat. Rock side to side. Let your body take what it needs here. If it rocks, it rocks. If it doesn't, it doesn't. If you take a straddle, you can. Let go of your feet, raise them high. Bring your hands over your head this morning. And then lower your right foot to a hover. Lift your hands up. Start to pulse towards your left leg. Go 10, 9, 8, 7. Pull your belly towards your mat. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Switch your feet. Continue to pulse. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Raise both feet up. Keep going. Keep going. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Both feet to a hover. Pulse. Go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lay down. Reach your hand over your head. Take a full body stretch. Hug your knees to your chest. Rock and roll. Rock and roll, or just find your way to down dog. That's where we're going, down dog. Down dog to half pigeon. Walk your toes together. Lift your left or right foot up. Bring your leg forward and down. Align your hip to the side of your mat. Walk your hands forward. Another chance for stillness. Another chance of presence. Presence in your half pigeon, what's here for you. Notice what's here, and then maybe you start to explore what's not here. What do you want to bring in? And I don't know what that is, but you get to choose it. It could be softness. It could be surrender. It may be just the presence that you don't like this and want to come out of it, but I'm going to invite you to stay. And you're getting something just by noticing. And now from here, notice, where can you go? Can you stretch out more? Can you soften down more? If parts of your body are in Shavasana, wake them up. Take a couple more breaths. Downward facing dog. Move around, walk out your dog, walk out your hips. Notice the space. The space you're in is the space you created. Bring your feet together, lift your left foot up, half pigeon. Half pigeon, reach forward, press down. I think Suzanne's cat knocked her computer over. That's just part of what happens, right? Our life, it's got distraction. And we get to choose how we deal with that, how we respond to that. There's always distraction. You always have a choice. Right here, you have the choice. My invitation is breathe. And come up. Just swing your back leg around. Straighten your legs in front of you. We'll move into a seated forward fold. Just on your seat, reach up. Pedal out your legs, bend your knees. Pedal out, reach up, bow forward. Soften your knees, grab your feet. So releasing your low back is rise up, flatten your back out, and then bow forward. Keep your back. You want to release your back, not stretch your hamstrings here. So bend your knees if you need to. And rise up. If you need that hamstring stretch, take it. Straighten your legs, bow forward, put a block in front of your feet, whatever feels good right here, right now. All right, come out. Come up, set up for an inversion. Waterfall, block under your hips, waterfall, feet on the wall. Cushion under your hips, book under your hips. Shoulders stand, lift up, support your low back. Headstand. Now's the time to reap the benefits of everything you've done so far. So just be here, let your body rejuvenate itself. Your feet high. Receive what you need. You've worked for it. If you have a shoulder stand, come to plow. Drop your feet over your head. If your toes touch the earth, make a hitch. If not, just support your back here. Still in rejuvenation. And from plow, come to deaf man. Draw your knees to your ears. Everybody, Ujjayi breath. Everybody, soft gaze. From deaf man, come to plow. And let's all lower down together. Slowly lower down. Take butterfly, put your feet together. Let your knees come to the sides of your mat. Put a hand on your heart, a hand on your belly. Presence here, different from the last time we did this. Notice what's here for you. And what's here for you is what you've created. So acknowledge yourself. Creation of the pose, the creation of the space. Maybe this sets the tone for your Saturday morning or your Saturday. Pull your knees together. Supine twist. Open your arms to a T. Let your knees fall over to the right. Bring your gaze to the left. Take a deep breath in. Pull the pit of your belly in and up. Exhale, soften your joints. And now invitation, straighten your top leg, stretch out your IT band, or stay where you are. That's a choice. Notice what feels good. Come back to the center. And then move your knees to the left. Turn your gaze to the right. Soften your joints here. Take a couple breaths. And straighten your top leg if you want to. Come back to the center of your mat. Pull your knees into your chest tight. Fill your lungs up. This time, fill your belly up. Just expand from the inside out. Exhale, big Shavasana. Spread out on your mat. Lay down. Guess you're down. Close your eyes. Bring your breath to normal. Move your toes, move your fingers. Turn your head from one side to the other. Take a full body stretch. Reach your hands over your head, point your toes. Draw your knees into your chest. Make your way to your side. Make your way to seated, eyes closed. Ground your sits bone, lift the crown of your head up, pull your hands to your heart in prayer. One Om to seal practice. Om. Press your thumbs to your forehead. And the love and light in me sees the love and light in every one of you. We bow to each other. Namaste. Thank you. I'm going to unmute. I got down here on the floor and I thought all I could see was the top of my head. So I had to move back, but now I feel like I'm far away. All right, y'all are unmuted. Thank you all for being here.
Thank you, Louis.
Thank you. I'm not going to turn the computer off for meditation. If you want to stay for meditation, stay. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Cindy, do you have a Christmas tree in your house?
Yes.
That's awesome. All right, Cindy's got Christmas. Aaron's on the beach in the Amalfi Coast. Suzanne, your cat's walking around. Mackenzie, awesome practice. Chris, your dog was all over the place. That was awesome. Greg and Lindsay, I didn't see your dogs this morning. Are they in there?
Yeah, they're sleeping behind us on the couch. You can barely see them.
Okay.
They were good this morning.
It's good no matter what, right? My cat, like, he'll get on my mat when I start to practice at home. And then the minute I start to move, he's like, I'm out of here. I'm not doing this. Thanks anyway.
That's funny.
All right, so if you're going to stay, you can stay. If you're heading out for the weekend, have a great weekend. Thank you all.
So good. Thanks, Louis.
Thanks.
Morning.
Morning. All right, I think, let's see. Who is SS? Who's SS? And I'll just check you in.
Hi, Louis. It's Sham.
Hey, Sham. All right, good.
Thank you.
Thank you. Let's see, Suzanne. Okay, I think I have everyone. Start to make your seats. I'm going to mute everybody. Let me do that. Mute. Yes. So I've been doing this meditation at home. It's on Insight Timer. And the guy, when he starts it, so you're supposed to do it for like, I think, I don't know, 56 days or something. And he always says, feather your nest, which I think is so funny. But feather your nest is kind of set up. Ground your sits bone down, lift the crown of your head up, spine erect, and then legs where they're comfortable. So that's kind of up to you if you're want to sit on a block or you want your legs out in front of you. I know Aaron likes to lay down. So that's your nest. You create that. And then come into any form of stillness, well, a form of stillness, and your breath. Notice your breath moving in and out of your body. If you haven't already, close your eyes so you can really notice breath as it moves in your nose, maybe cooler. As you exhale, maybe it comes out warmer. Nothing really to change with your breath, just being aware of it. So just like 40 days, the theme is present. So present to the quality of your breath. Present to the rhythm of your breath. And now present to your body. And start at the crown of your head. Awareness at the crown of your head. Notice what you could relax here, what you could let go of here. And start to move down from the crown of your head, come to your forehead. Can you bring softness to your forehead? Softness around your eyes. Softness to your jaw and your tongue. And then move into your neck and your shoulders. Notice, is there room to relax? Down your right arm from your shoulder to your bicep and tricep, to your fingers. Notice your left shoulder, your left arm. From your shoulder to your fingers, even your thumb. And then back into the core of your body, the front of your body, your center of your chest, your yogic heart, your solar plexus, the spot below your ribs where your ribs meet. And the pit of your belly. Nothing to change, just notice. And then bring awareness to your back, from the base of your skull, scan down your back, the sides of your back, to your sits bones. From your sits bone to your right hip, down your leg, right foot, left hip, left leg, left foot, notice if there's tightness. I just invite breath there. And lift your gaze with your eyes closed to the center of your forehead. Like you're looking at the back of your skull, but you see what you see here. And if and when things come into your line of vision, just notice that. Watch them go by, let them go. If you find yourself attached to that, the minute you notice it, you just come back to your breath, come back to your body. Lifting your gaze to the center of your forehead. Maybe notice what comes along next. See if you can let that go. The distractions are here all the time. It's how we choose to react to them. Notice that you're not the distraction. You're not the thought. And bring your awareness back into your body. From your toes, notice your toes. From your toes to your feet. From your shins to your calves, to your knees, to your hips. Notice your legs. In the back of your torso. The sides of your torso. The pit of your belly. The bottom of your rib cage to the center of your chest. Your throat, your face, the crown of your head. Draw a deep breath in. Let it all go. Presence here to your breath, presence to your body. Notice what's changed, notice what's the same, and just accept that. Draw your hands to prayer at your heart. Press your thumbs to your forehead. Namaste. All right, I got to get up and turn the sound back on. Thank you.
Thank you, Lou.
Yeah, have a good weekend. You know, it's funny, like talking about distraction and presence. I taught, I think it was Tuesday night, and I guess upstairs they were trying to tape a Tai Chi class. And the woman came and said, "You're making too much noise. I'm trying to teach a Tai Chi class." And it was like immediately my reaction was, "You're disrupting my yoga class, okay?"
That's funny.
I know. It's like we all have a reaction, right? I mean, I always have a reaction. It's like I had to bite my tongue because it's like, okay, I'm sorry I'm making too much noise. I just will be here for an hour. So thank you for sitting with me, and I'll see you soon. Thank you.
Thank you,
Thank you,
Lou.
Louis.
Bye.
Have a great day, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.